So we've done the C and the G. Let's go ahead and tackle the D chord, which is actually only a 4-string chord, so you don't play strings 6 or 5. So we're going to start with the 4th string, and we're going to leave that open. That's actually the note D, which is the root of this chord. So before the G, we didn't have the low string as an open G, it's an open E, so we had to fret this G. For the C, well, there's no open C string at all, so we had to find the C and make that the root of the chord. But for the D, we do have open D, and we're going to follow that with first finger on the 2nd fret of string 3. It'll sound like that. And then we're going to put our 3rd finger down on the 3rd fret of string 2. And then the middle finger is going to go right where it falls on the 1st string, but it's on string 2. It's on fret 2. So let's do this one more time. So we have the open D string. We're going to put our 1st finger on 2nd fret of the 3rd string. Then we're going to put our 3rd finger on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. And then we're going to put our middle finger right where it falls on fret 2 of string 1. So that should sound like this. That's the F sharp there. So again, the fingers in order are 1, 3, and 2. The frets are 2, fret 3, and fret 2. So it'll sound just like this. Open 4th string, 2nd fret 3rd string, 3rd fret 2nd string, and then 2nd fret 1st string. And that's the D chord. So check the strings, and then start to strum through using only 4 strings. So don't hit the 5th string, don't hit the 6th string. You'll hear the 5th string is a part of the chord, but it's not the actual root, so it won't sound terrible. But if you hit the low string, the 6th string, it's not a part of the chord, and it'll sound kind of bad. It kind of muddies up the chord, and since it's not a part of it, it doesn't belong in there. So try to make sure you're only hitting 4 strings. And we also do this right up front to kind of help you gain accuracy with your right hand. So even if it takes a little extra time or a little extra effort to identify string 4, even if you have to go 1, 2, 3, 4 and strum, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 strum, that's okay, because in time you'll gain the accuracy, you'll gain that ability to just go straight to the 4th string and strum. Now, here's where we're going to introduce something new. Since we have 3 good chords, we're going to try, instead of just a strum, we're going to try a bass chord kind of strum. So make sure for the D chord you still apply the other things. Still apply, trying to tap and strum, and then try to play 4 times and remove your hand and put it back, and make sure you sound it each time to hear it, and then practice just placing the chord and taking it away. Do that a bunch. But we're going to add this. This is our new strum pattern. So we're going to play the bass note of the chord, which is string 4, and we're going to follow that with 3 chord strums that don't use the bass note. So that means we're going to play string 4 on beat 1 while holding a D chord, and then for beats 2, 3, and 4, we're just going to strum strings 1, 2, 3. Like that. So it'll sound like this. That's what we're after. So it's bass, chord, 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 bass, chord, chord, chord. Now, get used to that, and then let's apply it to the G and the C chords as well. So maybe we could do this. We can start with G and play bass, chord, 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 and then move that to C, bass, chord, 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 and then move that to D, bass, chord, 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 and then back to G, bass, chord, chord, chord. And there are a couple of different ways to think about this, but let's just remind ourselves of what the bass notes are. So on a G, the bass note is the 6th string. And when you strum, you can either strum everything other than the 6th string, or just the top 3 strings like we did on the D chord. So you could either play 6 and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or you could play 6 and 3, 2, 1. And then for the C chord, all we're going to do is change the bass note we play. That's going to be string 5, and then either all the strings after 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, or bass note still on 5 and just strings 1, 2, and 3. And then for the D, we have bass note on 4 and then strings 1, 2, 3 again. So the reason you don't want to reiterate the bass note is because you want that to ring over the entire chord. Instead of bass and then strum, 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 you want bass, strum, 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 bass, strum, strum, strum. So it rings over the top. And then I keep saying you can either use all the rest of the strings other than the bass note or just 1, 2, 3. And the reason we sometimes just do 1, 2, and 3, simply because with a 4-string chord, that's what you do. You have bass note on string 4, and then you only have 3 strings to strum. And so we just do that for all chords to be consistent. So string 5, if that's the bass, we just hit the top 3. And you hear how it kind of sounds consistent throughout. Like that. So we'll get into much more advanced strumming eventually, but for now, that's actually covered a lot. So plan to watch this video over and over, step at a time. Just work through parts until you get used to them, and we'll get there. We will, I promise you. Just be patient.